Hello, Premier Planet. It's Justin Barlow coming at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about PPW 183 this last Saturday night. As always, a big thank you to everyone who came out to support us, and if you weren't able to make it out to Woodstock, thanks for being with us in spirit. We opened the evening. It was supposed to be a singles match between Connor Core and Sky Blue, but Sky, unfortunately, woke up this morning with a severely bad case of the flu that's been going around. She was unable to compete, but instead of awarding Connor the match via forfeit or giving him the night off, Premier officials decided to pit him against Premier Academy standout La Tarantula, and La Tarantula really tore the house down, came so close on so many occasions to putting Connor away, but then Connor, as he's become famous for, gets La Tarantula in a pinning predicament, and as you can see from the footage, gets his feet on the ropes, enough leverage to get the 1, 2, 3 from the referee. Connor Core steals a victory over La Tarantula at PPW 183. Following that contest, little background in case you kind of fell off the wagon in terms of following us here at PPW. Last week at PPW 182, it was a tag team match with Matt Vine teaming with Anakin to take on the team of Inestra and Sensei. That match completely broke down into chaos. The referee lost control, and because of those circumstances, these four were put into singles matches against each other. First matchup was Inestra taking on Anakin, and these two guys, man, they went over 20 minutes. Both of them very, very comfortable in the air, both very agile. Anakin, of course, coming off a hard-fought loss in the World Heavyweight Championship match in the main event last week against Ronnie Metro. And at the end of this match, though, Inestra is able to roll Anakin up, and thanks to a handful of Anakin's tights, picks up a pinfall victory over the former #1 contender. Match number 2 featured Sensei taking on the world-exclusive Matt Vine. And this match, just to shake things up, instead of having a 30-minute time limit, right before the bell rang, it was announced that this match would now have a 45-minute time limit. These two guys, both very strong. Sensei, obviously, coming right out of the gate under the guise of his mentor, I guess you could call him Inestra. But Matt Vine is able to pull out a victory. Sensei leaps in for a cross-body, but Matt Vine able to use that momentum, roll through, and pick up a pinfall against Sensei. Then it came down to the main event. Last week, Chase Gosling challenged Ronnie Metro to a non-title match. This is how much the bad blood has just seeped in to this rivalry. Chase Gosling willing to just completely throw out any world title stipulation as much as he wants it back just to get a crack at Ronnie. The two are in the ring, the bell's about to sound, and then Ronnie says, "Now wait a minute. If you want to get your hands on me, you first have to go through Andy Anderson." So Chase Gosling, willing to do just about anything to get his hands on Ronnie, agrees. Andy Anderson lays a beating on Chase, really wearing him down. But as you can see from the footage, at the end of this match, both are being counted out. It comes down to literally the last second, and as the referee counts to 9, Chase falls in through the second rope, and Andy is counted out. Chase wins this match by way of countout, and I should have mentioned before, this match came with a special stipulation. If Chase were able to beat Andy, Andy would then be barred from ringside for Chase's match against Ronnie. So since Andy lost, he was forced back to the locker room, and Ronnie had to take on Chase one-on-one with no X Factor on the outside. And instead of trying to explain it to you, let me roll the footage and you can see for yourself exactly what happened at the close of this contest. So you can see there, despite being barred from ringside, Andy Anderson can't stand it anymore. He can't continue to watch Ronnie take a beating. He runs into the ring, breaks up a pinfall. The referee calls the match in favor of Chase by way of disqualification, and that is when everything completely broke down. Pretty much the entire Premier roster comes to the ring, engages in just an all-out melee. The ring finally gets cleared, and it's down to 4 people: Matt Vine, Anakin, Inestra, and Sensei. And amazingly enough, the heat of battle was so intense in this, friendships were completely thrown out. You had Inestra and Sensei duking it out. You had Matt Vine and Anakin duking it out. Finally, once order was retained, Premier COO Randy Ritchie announces that he smells money in that ring, and what's going to happen now is this coming Saturday night, we are going to have a 4 corners #1 contenders match. That's right, it's going to be Matt Vine taking on Inestra, taking on Sensei, taking on Anakin. Trust me when I say you are not going to want to miss a single moment of that, so make sure you get yourselves out to Woodstock this Saturday night to see all that action live. And in the spirit of Valentine's Day, here at the Premier Studio, 2 members of the Premier Planet, I guess you could say they found true love. Let's take a look at the footage right here. Yeah, isn't that a pretty picture right there? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone in the Premier Planet. On behalf of all of us, obviously, Premier Planet, we want to thank you for your continued support of us here at PPW. Don't forget, we are all over social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. Both of those are at Premier Planet. Find us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to bookmark our official webpage at www.premierprowrestling.com. Once again, my name is Justin Barlow, and we will see you folks out here for PPW this Saturday night.